Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is JC. So today we're going to study another marketing law. It's called the law of the mind. Let's take a look at it. The law of the mind says it is better to be first in the mind than first in the marketplace. To be honest, this is not my favorite chapter of the book. So in this blog post, Eric Sink refers to the 22 laws of marketing. This is the book. The concept of mindshare is important, but I don't think Ries and Trout make the point very clearly. And as long as I'm giving unsolicited advice to marketing legends, let's remove the word immutable from the title of this book, okay? How can laws be immutable when there are so many exceptions? Law number 1 says that it is better to be first than it is to be better. Law number 3 says that it is better to be first only if doing so is the way to gaining significant mindshare. Not too far in the future, TiVo will be the perfect example of an exception to both of these laws. They were first in the market. Furthermore, they have enormous mindshare. The TiVo name is like Kleenex. Even though my digital video recorder is not really a TiVo, I still call it one. With that kind of mindshare, and having been first in the market, laws 1 and 3 say that TiVo should be dominant and should stay that way for a long time, but TiVo will lose. It is important to understand these marketing laws, but they are not immutable. Problems in measuring mindshare. Our industry, so he refers to the software industry as our industry. Our industry seems to spend a lot of its time either underestimating or overestimating the power and value of mindshare. We underestimate the value of mindshare when we try to change the minds of people. Ries and Trout say that the single most wasteful thing you can do in marketing is to change a mind. I would love to know how much it will eventually cost to convince the world's VB6 programmers to move to VB.net. The audacity of this move is simply amazing. For any other company in the history of the earth, it would be suicide to try and change the minds of several millions of your own customers. We tend to overestimate the value of mindshare as well. During the dot-com bubble, venture capitalists sacrificed several $1 billion on the altar of law number 3. Mindshare was sought and purchased at unbelievable premiums. In hindsight, it seems apparent that mindshare which was quickly gained can be quickly lost. The problem here is that we talk about customer mindsets without reminding ourselves that not all of those minds think the same way. Remember the marketing bell curve? Changing the mind of an early adopter is cheap and easy. Changing the mind of a conservative or a laggard is expensive and hard. These differences cause us to either overestimate or underestimate the value of mindshare. If most of your mindshare inventory is in early adopters, you are in trouble. Early adopters don't stay anywhere very long. Eventually, you will lose most of them. Your valuable mindshare is among conservatives. It will be very expensive for anyone who wants to take these people away from you. If you are a new player trying to gain mindshare, don't be afraid to steal early adopters from your competitor. It's easier than you think. Just to remember that the next guy is going to steal them from you. This is why TiVo will lose. They built enormous mindshare among the early adopters, but never really made it into the mainstream markets of the pragmatists and conservatives. In the end, TiVo will end up the same place as the dot-coms at the bottom of the chasm. So what I got from reading his blog post is that it's better to target the conservative customers. That means those people, they don't tend to change. if you target, the people, what's that called? Is it frivolous? Like people tend to look for new and shiny objects, then you can very easily get those people, but you can also very easily lose those people. And also, in terms of the marketing influence, mindshare, what this article mainly is about is that mindshare is not that important compared to being the first in the marketplace. So, because mindshare is a very vague and a very abstract term, but when you are first in the marketplace, it's very obvious. It's very definitive. So that's why I think the author places importance on the being first in the marketplace rather than some kind of a vaporware like mindshare. So I think he summarized this immutable law pretty well, and he doesn't like this law of mindshare. And I have the same opinion as well. And I think the being the market leader or the first is the way to go. So I think that's pretty much for it today. And then I'll see you in the next video to talk about another immutable law of marketing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.